The View hosts make fun of Melania's accent, her spokeswoman crushes them. The View is one of those shows that I not only don't watch, I assiduously avoid watching it. I expect stupid crap from Joy Behar, and over the years Whoopi Goldberg has shown herself to be someone I can't respect either. It's pretty obvious by the number of things these women get wrong that they don't really follow politics closely. These liberal talking heads only have a tentative grasp on current events and politics. They don't really understand Americans or what is going on in this country. They get their news from liberal Facebook headlines and MSNBC. I have never been impressed by what they take as humor, and it is beyond me why people watch the show. It should have been cancelled long ago. But that doesn't stop them from hating on First Lady Melania Trump. They have a serious case of jealousy over Melania, and they show it constantly. They are mean, vicious and vindictive towards the First Lady. These women will say the most horrible things about conservatives as long as it gets them a canned laugh, and that is especially true when they set their wicked sights on Melania. The claws come out big time. If Joy, Whoopi and these other women of The View were what they claim to be, they would adore Melania. She is everything they give lip service to. She's an immigrant, a powerful woman, highly educated, a self-made businesswoman, and she's one of the most beautiful women on the planet. But because she's married to President Trump, they have to shred her every time they get a chance. And their hypocrisy knows no bounds. They actually mock Melania for her accent. If a conservative did that to any liberal out there, they would be burned at the stake for it. Figuratively speaking, that is, and literally if they could get away with it. But Melania's press secretary was not impressed with the attack and crushed the women of The View over it. From the Conservative Tribune. The mockery arose when The View panelists were discussing the anonymous commentary piece published last week by The New York Times that purported to be written by a senior member of the Trump administration. The discussion focused on The View's typical liberal talking points until co-host Sunny Hostin mentioned she was struck by the First Lady's statement. Hostin looked prepared to read the statement in an accent before saying, "Oh, I can't do an accent," as Whoopi Goldberg warned her off. Hostin proceeded to read Trump's statement in a sarcastic tone that was certainly not her own, normal voice. It wasn't an impersonation of Melania Trump's accent, but given the context, her meaning and mockery was clear. The First Lady's press secretary, Stephanie Grisham, fired back at The View in a tweet responding to an article published by Raw Story. Raw Story, a left-leaning news outlet, described the segment with the headline "The View destroys Melania for attacking anonymous NYT op-ed after helping Trump push birther lies." Grisham responded to Raw Story in her tweet by pointing out how the panel on The View was disrespectful and hypocritical for mocking anyone's accent. As an example of their hypocrisy, The View hosts brought attention to a jacket the Melania Trump wore when visiting detained immigrant children at the border this summer, according to The Blaze. The jacket was inscribed with the words "I really don't care, do you?" on the back. The left-wing media claimed the message was insensitive to immigrants, but President Donald Trump later cleared up the controversy in a Twitter post by saying the jacket was a message directed at the fake news media. Heavy check mark real Donald Trump. "I really don't care, do you?" written on the back of Melania's jacket, refers to the fake news media. Melania has learned how dishonest they are, and she truly no longer cares. Just shameful. It's okay to mock an immigrant like Melania because she's married to President Trump and is a Republican, but don't you dare mock illegal immigrants or their spark of divinity. What a hypocritical double standard. Americans love the First Lady. Melania is adored by millions, and that drives the left bug nuts. She is the most beautiful and fashionable lady since Jackie Kennedy. That's why they constantly attack her. Pathetic. Grisham's statement should be enough to embarrass the women at The View, if they have any shame. But of course, they don't have any concept of what actual shame is. That's why they mouth off in the first place.